Hello my viewers, I'm Moto Janek and I'm here to talk you for my latest purchase, which is this beautiful blue Honda HRV. No, it's not 4x4, let's just do it like this. So this Honda HRV is my fiance's car, but it has some issues, so I decided to fix all of them and bought some parts to fix this engine. I bought the new radiator because it's leaking a little bit. I bought a thermostat, but it's not here yet. We will change it also. I bought oil pan gasket to stop leaking oil from the oil pan. I bought also two filters and gasket for the oil plug, because I will be performing engine flush and I hope it will help in case of oil consumption and oil burning by this car. Also I bought the new gasket for the exhaust manifold because the one that is inside the car is cracked, and I bought also another exhaust manifold without any cracks, hopefully, but I'm still waiting for it. And I bought valve cover gasket to fix oil leaks from the valve cover, some new spark plugs, just regular maintenance. I bought also some engine flush to flush the engine, also of course coolant and a lot of engine oil to perform the engine flush. I hope after these repairs the car will drive great and it will drive better with between 2,000 and 3,000 RPMs, because now probably because of the crack in the exhaust manifold it has some weird noises and weird car being not responsive to throttle between those RPMs. I hope this will be gone, and let's back the car up a little bit and start doing those things to make this Honda HRV great again for my fiance's birthday. Okay guys, so I've started with jacking up the car. It's running because we need to get the engine to the operating temperature. After that we will do the engine flush and go to the next things, changing the radiator, changing the spark plugs and valve cover gasket. So the car is up from the ground, we've got light, and we will do the engine flush now. Okay guys, so I've removed the cover. Look at this, how could it be crackless? It's welded all over the place. So this is going straight to the trash and the new exhaust manifold is going right on here. Okay, let's go to the engine flush. So the engine is now running on the first flush. I hope it will clear some carbon inside the engine, and then we will change the oil and put another flush in it with a fresh oil and fresh oil filter. After that we will just seal the oil pan with a new oil pan gasket and put a direct oil that will be staying in this car. Have a look. I'm back from the test drive. After first flush I've changed the oil and the filter and went for a drive. It's so far so good. There are some leaks, mainly from the valve cover gasket and from the oil pan, which we will be doing soon. And the only concern I had was this strange oil-like fluid coming from the exhaust, as you can see, but it was only for 30 seconds or so, and now it is pretty clear with no without any steam color white or blue, and without this leak. So I hope that thanks to the engine flush we've just removed all this loose fluid from the exhaust, and now it will be great. So now I've put to the car that second flush, and we are waiting for the flush to be done for about 20 minutes, and after that we will drain the oil from this engine, remove the oil pan, clean it and reseal it, and after that we will also do the valve cover gasket then, and after that we will put a fresh new oil filter, fresh new oil, and go for a spin. And we have to do that exhaust manifold today, because it's tragically bad driving this car with this cracked exhaust manifold, because you've giving it gas and it's not going anywhere for a few seconds. There is the delay between the gas and the car running because of that crack, and you can hear it and you can smell it because fumes from the exhaust come out of this crack from the exhaust manifold, so it has to be replaced today. Okay, so now we're doing the second flush and we're waiting for it, and after that I will get back to you as soon as I drain the oil and remove this panel over here which goes through entire car, and we need to remove that to get the access to the oil pan. So we're going for it, guys. Okay guys, I'm under the car to show you how this oil pan look at this. This is how the oil pan looks like on the Honda HRV 1999. All over the place. Here is cleaned. I've cleaned this side so it's a bit cleaner, but the main leak is from the oil pan. Look, here are the belts. So after dripping the oil from the oil pan, it went to the belts and all over that place up there. Though this is all from the oil pan, so I will remove it, reseal it and check if there are any leaks remaining. Okay, my viewers, so I actually managed to get everything out of there, so there is no exhaust manifold. Here is the one I had. I have also to move this to the newer. Look, this is a huge crack, and through that crack fumes came out of the exhaust manifold, and that's why the car was running so badly, and there was a huge noise and the fumes smell all over the car. Here is my another used but new for me exhaust manifold. It's a DIY job with a pretty old and cheap car, so I just smoothen this with this tool over here. Okay, so I will put this right back with a new gasket and hope to not get any exhaust leaks. Same here, I will just use some special paste, exhaust paste, to keep it tight and sealed. I've also managed to remove the oil pan over here. So I removed the oil pan. It was pretty much easy, but there were two mounting points. This is mounting bracket that was pain in the ass, and I've got the second one over here, and had to use this to remove them because they were so tightened up. I will clean all of this and reseal the gasket, put a new gasket on the oil pan, which is now during the process of cleaning in the ultrasonic cleaner. I will show you how it looks. It looks like this. Here was the gasket. Oh, it's too dark, but it looks like this. This is the oil pan. It's not cracked or anything like that. This is the ultrasonic cleaner with a part of the oil pan, and here I've got the gasket. It is so plastic that it can't bend anymore, so we have to put a new one and hope there will be no more leaks apart from valve cover gasket. Also, when removing the exhaust manifold, keep in mind that you need to carefully remove those screws, not to damage the threads, because those are located in the block, so when you damage the thread you won't be able to put a new exhaust manifold on. And also you have to remove those three screws over here. They're pretty much tightened up really hard because they are under the heat and weather conditions. And also removing this part of exhaust with this rubber thing, which is mounted on this rubber thing from here, also makes the job much easier, and really you have to do that to remove the oil pan. So let's get to work and finish this once and for all. So this is how the pan turned out. This is the inside part, and this is the outside of the pan. And inside it's not super clean because my ultrasonic washer is not big enough to fit this, but actually I think the result is great. There are some small residue over here that look like cracks, but I hope they are not, because there are absolutely none outside of the pan, so probably this is not leaking at all. It only looks like this. I had the same situation on my LSD from a BMW E30, but that also didn't leak, so I hope this won't either. So we will mount this, seal this with a new gasket and a bit of silicone at the right places, install this before, and refit this to the car, and then we will move to the valve cover gasket and exhaust manifold. Let's do it. I've changed the gasket, cleared the pan, so now I will apply some silicone, high temperature silicone over those areas here, and then I will torque down to the spec, to the 14 Newton meters torque, all those screws, starting with those, then those, cross pattern, and then all of them. 3 steps to the 14 Newton meters. So let's mount this pan and finish it. I've also replaced the this sensor over here from the old exhaust manifold to the new exhaust manifold over here. It was pretty easy, and now we will transfer this. Okay, we've got everything mounted. All we got to do is to torque this to the right spec, 31 Newton meters. I will torque this down in a minute. This is torqued, the sensor is plugged, the oil pan is also ready to go. I've also changed the filter, so this is everything is tied to the spec. So now let's tie this down and pour some new engine oil to this engine. Okay, so I've changed the oil. There is a new oil inside the engine. I've started the engine to warm up. It runs great, very smooth, without any strange noises from that cracked intake exhaust manifold. So now I will take off the airbox, this duct, all the cables, remove the spark plugs, remove the valve cover, change the valve cover gasket, and change the spark plugs, and that will be finished for today. It's getting pretty late. I've already done the gasket, valve cover gasket, torqued it out to the right spec, and I've changed the spark plugs. Also I've performed the compression test. Oh, here it is. So those are my measurements: 12, 11, 10 and 10.5 bars. So it's pretty good, healthy engine. I hope it will last long, although it has 350,000 kilometers on the clock. So let's finish it and go to sleep for today. That's it. So everything is reassembled as should be. The car is running perfect. I will share with you a video of me driving the car after all those repairs. We've got only this to be changed another day. Thank you for watching. I'm really tired, but I hope you will enjoy this video, and please subscribe my channel, leave me a thumb up and a comment if you want. Thank you so much. Bye bye.